Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Wednesday news show. Today we've got a hard sport climbing, hard bouldering and some competition updates. So you've just got me today. Hugo and Terry are down in Arco for the EpicTV Athletes Summit. They're doing a bunch of social media stuff and main videos for that, so can't wait to see that. Now, talking about EpicTV athletes, we're starting with Ascend from Stefano Ghisolfi. Stefano Ghisolfi has climbed Trofeo del Adriaco, a 9A+ in Arco, as seen on his Instagram. The line was first bolted by David Lama and first climbed by Gabri Moroni. It's a stunning TUFA line, and he fell initially after the crux when a foothold broke. He had an hour rest before sending the route. Let's hear more from Stefano, who is currently at the EpicTV Athlete Meet.
So the other day I was able to send Trofeo dell'Adriatico. It is probably the best route in Arco. It was bolted by David Lama many years ago and freed by Gabri Moroni in January, I think. I tried it for a total of 5 days, not very close, but one by each other, because I tried it like once last year, once in January, once in February, and now 3 days in these last days. And it was amazing. It was a huge fight. And actually, I almost sent it in the try before. Then after the cracks, foothold just broke. And then I had to do it again and then finally send it.
Awesome, Stefano. Great job on that 9A+, and hope you're having a lovely time down in the sun. Okay, from a 9A+ to an 8C+ boulder. Niki Seria has climbed La Revolutionaire, an 8C+ in Fontainebleau, France. The line was first put up by the legendary barefoot climber Charles Albert in 2017. Niki used shoes for his ascent, but struggled a bit with a low start due to his height. Charles Albert is the climber who doesn't wear climbing shoes. He uses his toes to hook onto crimps in the same way as you'd use your fingers. It's certainly a very different style, and few people can do what he's doing, and it's kind of cool to see someone turn up and repeat one of his boulders with shoes. Seems like an interesting one. He had to cram himself in at the beginning to not touch the other boulders around him, but eventually made it work and got that tick, so nice one. Okay, the first major international competition of the year has kicked off. It's CWIF in the UK. Let's find out the results. The comp saw a great display of British and international talent. It was the British climbers who dominated the men's finals, with Max Milne topping out 4 of the 5 boulders in the men's final to beat Toby Roberts to gold. So silver for Toby, and double youth world champion Hamish MacArthur took bronze. Alex Magos, who often competes at CWIF, came fourth. For the women, Israel's Ayla Karim was pushed all the way to the end by Great Britain's Michaela Tracy. It all came down to the final boulder, where Ayla managed to come out on top due to zones. Gold for her, silver for Michaela, and Ukraine's Yenya Kazbekova did her country proud with a 3rd place finish. What a cool comp, and some well-deserving winners there. Now, the reason why this is the first and maybe last big international comp before the IFSC season is that Dockmasters and Studio Block got cancelled a couple of months ago just because of how difficult it was to organise with the corona restrictions. So this could be the last opportunity we get to see some athletes in action before they hit the World Cup circuit. All of them did themselves proud, fantastic, and you can go and watch the live streams on YouTube if you missed that competition. Yenya holding the Ukraine flag on the stage was certainly a hell of a moment to watch. Did herself proud, and such bravery to do that whilst her country is in the situation that we know it's in. So hats off to you. Okay, let's have a look now at an 8C boulder. Andy Lamb has climbed the Story of Two Worlds, an 8C in Cresciano, Switzerland, as reported by 8A.nu. This is his 3rd 8C this year after Dreamtime and the Big Island. He had been figuring out the moves, then decided to take a break, go to France and climb in Fontainebleau. He returned feeling stronger and, despite a sore knee, pushed through to tick this classic. It's like he's done the trifecta, the trilogy of classic boulders, adding the Story of Two Worlds to Dreamtime and the Big Island. So awesome from him. Clearly a fan of those big, slappy moves. Okay, 9A roundup. Matteo Gambro has climbed Comité des Aquilles and 9A in Serranon, France. He's been working the route over winter, and according to an interview on 8a.nu, actually struggled with the sun throughout January. He finally got a cooler day at the crag and went for the successful Red Point burn after warming up on the route. Adam Ondra on his Instagram has reported sending Guerrero del Futuro, a 9A in Covolo, Italy. He had been trying hard projects in Arco, but took the road trip to try this Silvio Refo route. It was originally graded 8C+/9A, but after multiple holds broke, it's now settled at its current 9A grade. One of those routes that's developed and changed over time was considered hard 8C+, maybe soft 9A, but yeah, multiple hold breaks. And Adam Ondra actually tried it back in 2009, couldn't do it, so he's now put that project to sleep. Okay, 9B counter. There are no 9Bs this week. There's nothing. We have got an 8C+, but we're not really doing 8C+s anymore in terms of boulders. And I know a lot of you guys have been saying that we need a graphic on screen. We are working on it. Sometimes, kind of. But next week, I guarantee probably that there will be definitely maybe a graphic, hopefully. Shop stuff now, and let's chat about kids gear. Because look, if you're a parent watching this and you want to get your kids into climbing, you know that some equipment is important, including shoes and helmets, for example, harnesses as well. We have a big range of kids stuff on the EpicTV shop, and check out the Black Diamond Tracer helmet because it's a really cool looking helmet. It looks like a pro helmet, but it's got all the ventilation you'd want, all the safety at a reasonable price. So certainly a highlight for me in terms of the kids market side of stuff. And do, while you're there looking at Black Diamond, check out the rest of the BD range because there's a whole load more in stock and it's at a great price. I'm a big fan of BD gear, and if there's a bargain to be had, well, I'll be snapping it up. Okay, let's chat about, well, our talking point, but a little bit lonely here in the office today. So the talking point would just be me. So I thought I would fill you in on the first IFSC test event in Barcelona. Now, the reason that this is interesting is that the IFSC are changing the combined scoring system. They're now putting it as a points-based system out of 200. So you get 100 maximum for boulder and 100 maximum for lead, and those scores are combined to give you your winner. Now, this has been changed because, well, there was confusion with people watching the sport, especially for the first time. They wanted to make it more concise and just easier to understand what was going on, and a number-based system was the way they went for, without the multiplication process that we saw in the Olympics. Now, generally, the event went well, I think. There were definitely things to tweak and change. To put it in a nutshell, because I don't want to go too much into detail because things might change, but boulder has now got two zones, a low zone and a high zone. The top is worth the most points and the high zone under that, and then the low zone less than that. And you get a minus 0.1 for every failed attempt. For the lead, again, slight tweaking of the rules. Instead of every single hole being numbered, now the first couple of holds aren't, and then the higher up you go on the route, the more the holds are given. So the final few are worth 5 points each. Now, obviously, time will tell whether this works and if it's fair, but everyone's working hard behind the scenes to make sure that it is as good as possible. And it'll be very interesting on the European Championships that will take place in Munich to see both how the athletes and people like me who have to commentate on it and the audience find this new scoring system. Because, of course, we're all aiming for Paris 2024 and then LA 2028 for the next 2 Olympic Games. So we need to get this right now. Do let me know in the comments below what you think of this new scoring system. Did you watch the test event in Barcelona? There was a live stream, but in Spanish only. Did you think it worked? Didn't it work? What do you think? Let me know. Okay, EpicTV shop content now, and I filmed this brilliant episode with John Dunn, who's an old school legend, climbed Parthian Shot, that deathly dangerous trad route at Burbage, oh my gosh, where is it? South. Oh, my mind went there. Just outside of Sheffield. And Will Bosey, who is a new up-and-coming 9B, maybe plus, if there's a debate on that, 8C boulderer. Now, the two of them, it was like a climbing interview and a session all combined. And what was awesome was the moment where they stopped sort of thinking about the things they were talking about and started just climbing and having fun on the routes. It was a pleasure to watch. Check out the teaser.
So on this panel, I was like, this blue one's got some crimps,
Cool.
green's got crimps, so a couple edges to play on, I
Blue
think.
looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we should go for that one. Nice. Yeah, this is definitely more the old school climbing this. Sweet, nice one.
That to that is just a different world.
Different style of
Just
climbing,
different,
isn't
yeah.
it? You know, more static, locked off, and just like pulling on holds rather than moving between them,
Yeah.
I guess. I do think I prefer this, so.
So it's getting that balance. If you want to climb outside, I think you need a combination.
Yeah, I think so. Like, you're probably never going to be doing big coordination dynos, but being able to do some dynamic moves, I think, is good.
That show is out on Climbing Daily. There's a link down below if you wanted to watch it all. And remember to subscribe to our videos so you don't miss a single one of them. Now, comment of the week. You know how this works. We have to sing sometimes, but people do send us songs. And this week's song is from Tajia Zella, I think. Apologies if I butchered that name, I probably did. Who's done this classical masterpiece.
Comment of the week.
Absolutely beautiful, stunning rendition there. If you want to join in the fun, then send us an email to climb@epictv.com. DM us on Instagram or just, I don't know, post a song. Is that possible anymore? But look, I'm sure you can work out a way. But if we receive them, we tend to play them so you can be famous in the climbing world. Okay, my first comment is from Christine Holmberg. This is a nice one. This just made me smile because it was a nice thing to say. She says, I come for the news and stay for the amazing edits. Yep. Cheers for that, Christine. We do work hard to make sure that you enjoy these shows. And Flo, who edits the news show and other shows for Climbing Daily, big up yourself, sir. Thank you very much for all your hard work, as usual.
It's my pleasure.
All right, guys, that is it. We'll be back next week for more climbing news action. See you soon.